And just like that, guys, we're going to play some Wizard 101 tonight. I hope everybody's doing great. I am doing excellent. And I've got a Terminarch to beat. Well, at least it's only like one level dungeon. I think we have to beat him like 3 or 4 times. Let's check. I hope everybody's doing great. This is Kimise, and I am back hanging out here with you guys for another fun evening of excitement. And Nicole Ashbringer's already in the chat, it looks like. Let's see here. What am I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to check my quest. Quest. Okay. How many times do I have to defeat the Terminarch? Oh, Wolfman's in the house, and there's Anna Witcher. I'm doing well today. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are doing amazing. Shadow Parker, good evening. Yep, gotta defeat the Terminarch 6 times. Well, let's get after it. Alrighty. And it's going to be one of those where they've got to throw me something to finish him off. So we'll go ahead and start this off right and get rid of the Sandstorm guy first. Oh, well, sit back, guys. It's going to be a little bit of time as we grind through this Terminarch. The Terminarch, whatever he is. Terminac, you know, big termite looking thing that looks like a big ant from Imperia. Yeah. Thanks, everybody who's popping in. Remember, you are more than welcome to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We're just going to be here, sitting here, chatting, goofing around. If you have anything to add to the chat's wide open. Love to hear everybody and how their days and weeks have been going. It's going to be kind of chill because I'm pretty exhausted. Yeah, I almost did not stream tonight, but I said, you know what? I'd like to get some more work done on my balance. So I said, let's go for it. And we'll see. If I start nodding off, I'll probably turn it off. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen, you know. So, yeah. Yep. Boy, you know, last day before break of school, nobody wants to do work. Or at least my sophomores didn't want to do any schoolwork today. Boy, they were resistant. My juniors and seniors were just fine. My physics kids, they were fine. But boy, my sophomores was like pulling literal teeth to get them to do something. Yeah. Okay, so I think I gotta wait until he throws me a card. Looks like you finished Pitchback. Well, that's good. 7 quests left. Well, yeah, you'll get through it, Nicole. Just got to keep working it. Well, at least this fight's not terrible. You do not like to do work at school? Well, come on, Shadow. I mean, might as well get done at work. That way you don't have to take it home, right? Huh. My deck is really thin. I forgot what I had in my deck. You know, I think I gotta wait until I get the spell, so I'm gonna pass. Because if I kill him too early, that's a problem. School's so boring? Oh, come on, Shadow. Sometimes you gotta realize that even it may not be the topic you're looking at, it could be something that could add value to your life somewhere. You're only going to get out of it what you put into it, you know. And yeah, there's days where, you know, you don't feel like you're learning something, but honestly, if you give it an effort each time, you'll probably find out you get more from it than you think.
I have something for this. Here.
Half of it is just having a decent enough attitude to give it a shot. There we go. That's the spell I need right there. Let's make sure that this is set there, and let's pass. Scream! So last night I started reworking my gear for my myth guy for his dual school with fire, and I think I got a good start to it. So I got to start looking at my gear with this guy too and seeing what I have to do. Might as well get off the episode's pitch. Yeah, you should, Ashbringer. I know, I'm not saying you don't do it, Shadow. I'm just saying, you know, you only get out of it what you decide to get out of it. Okay, well, there is one trap, so let's hit him. My needy cat came back in. I just let her outside because she wanted to go outside. Now she just wants to be in my lap, silly girl. She wants just to snuggle up. What are you doing? Yeah. Wants to sit in my lap. Silly girl. Well, that's okay, Shadow. You know. You'll find the older you get, the more you like things like learning. Or I bet you like learning. You probably just want to learn stuff that you're interested in. That's a tough thing with school. There's a lot of things that you don't realize how useful it can be until much later on in life. That's the big key about school. Okay, let's try hitting him again. There we go. Well, the Terminarch's not the worst guy we would have had to defeat, like, so many times. Like, I had to grind out some quests for my myth guy last night before the episode, and I had to go through the long dungeon twice to finish it up. Boy, it took forever. But you know what? Going through these multi-dungeons where you got to use the cards of the icon really makes you get better at using gambits. I'm finding I'm getting a lot better using the gambit cards. You're an IP student, so learning was always a challenge for you? Well, that's okay, Anna. You know? I always take care of my IEP students, give them as much as I can so that they're successful because, you know, it's still good stuff they can learn. It can be tough, though. Oh, there you go, Nicole. Have some fun with Roblox. Okay, now we can finish this guy off. Woo. There we go. That's what we needed right there. Flawless accurate jade. Okay, let's head over here. And let's take a look at my gear. What gear do I have on right now? So oh, I need to get the I need to get a life amulet because that'll make life a lot better. Yeah, that's the ticket. Okay, I gotta beat this guy like 5 more times. I think the worst part about these fights is that you have to wait for that card to get in your deck because you can't defeat him without that card. Oh, there you know, Cole. You're thinking really far ahead on all your uploads and everything and all your videos. Yeah, I don't think that far ahead of mine. Every once in a while, if I know I'm going to be busy, I might do a week, but that's about it. Can almost guarantee exactly what spell he's going to throw at me almost every single time. Very good. Hey, by the guys, don't forget if you enjoy the episodes or enjoy the streams, make sure you drop a like button. It's always super I'm super appreciative of that and am thankful. Okay. Yep, one more day at school and then I get a week off, so I'm kind of excited about that. Thanksgiving break is something I'm definitely looking forward to. Going to be really busy outside doing a lot of stuff. Which is nice. My wife has a whole list of things I got to do around the house. Like I've got to fix a gutter system, I'm thinking about building myself a new dresser. Yay! Now we wait. We wait. We'll go ahead and prep everything up, but we wait. So I'm just going to sit back, because until it gives me a card to defeat him with, not a whole lot I can do at the moment. I really like the tongue-in-cheek storyline of the Chosen One here. How it's always me coming in and saving him from having to like do all the hard stuff that, you know, that would get him. Storylines are great. I love the humor and the stuff that they've been doing, especially in all the recently new updates. Whether it's last couple worlds or especially the Selenopolis. The quest dialogues and everything are hilarious. Yep, gotta wait for that spell to pop in. And I really need to get that life amulet. I wonder if I have a life amulet in the shared bank. Could be a thing. If not, we're going to have to go grind Cronus some. Yeah, Cronus is not so bad for dropping amulets and stuff. So if we go grind him for a little bit, I bet you we'll be able to get a life amulet out of him. I think my other wizard account has a life amulet, but I'm not sure if this one does or not. So I guess that's something else I gotta do, is I gotta grind a life amulet. Those those mastery amulets I think are really excellent for doing dual school because it helps take care of that pip situation. And so then you can like lock your deck down on just a style of pip for depending on which spells you plan to use most.
I have something for this. Here.
There we go. Just waiting for that to show up. But if I had a life mastery amulet, then we'd be able to cast it a little bit earlier. Or I could just set this to life. Yep. There we go. Gets the trap on me, which is nice. Helps me trigger the gambits. Oh, he's going to take my blade. Why, that scoundrel. Well. So, yep. So the countdown is ticking. Ooh, there we go. We get to fight. I think I just need to start putting life. I just need to adjust my deck to life. But then I can't use the other... mastery, or should I say arch mastery pips. School pips. Yep. There we go. Let's hit him. Yeah, it's not that these fights are really all that hard. They just take time. And a little bit of patience to work through everything. Scree. And let's go back to death. Yep, there's the chosen one sitting there waiting for us to finish up. Yep, there we go. You wonder if King Zog can make worlds out of Harry Potter and have Voldemort in his own saga like Morganth did and have us defeat Voldemort in the end of the saga? I don't think they're really interested in all that. You know? And honestly, Harry Potter, I mean, especially with the last game and everything, you know, Warner Brothers has all that going on. Yeah. The Harry Potter game, I have it. I played it to a certain point. It just becomes an action type spell game, and so that wasn't fun for me. I enjoy strategy games and like survival games, but not so much action combat games. Yeah. Okay, that is 2. You're a bit surprised that the Harry Potter MMO never got made? MMOs are expensive, and I think there would be an audience for it. I think they just felt like it would be easier for them to build a single RPG like the one they brought out last year. And I thought that was really good. I just didn't like... I mean, I'm just not an action combat type of player. So after I got so far, it just got frustrating for me because I don't enjoy losing until I finally fight. Yeah. So... yeah. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Let's go. Well, they never made a Harry Potter MMO. There was lots of talk about it, and they just never quite got to the point where they put it together. I believe it was like under development for a little while, and they never got around to doing it. They made the big RPG game, you know, which I think is really pretty cool. I enjoyed playing it for a while, you know, but in the end, it's just not the type of gameplay that I had fun doing. You know, it went more action than it did just strategy and mystery stuff. So, ooh, gotta be careful. Can't kill him off until I get the card. You've heard that they're making a new Harry Potter movie? Yeah, something about the, they're going back to the well, so I think they're going to do The Cursed Child, which they made as a Broadway play, I believe, or something. And now they're going back and making that as a movie. Go back to the well to mine some more World of Wizarding. Yeah. I think it's interesting. I'd go see it. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the 3 Fantastic Beasts movies. I thought they were interesting. Definitely had some adult themes and stuff. Making a series that's going to air on HBO Max. That could be interesting. It depends on how well they do. I watched the new Dune series. I watched the first episode this last week, and it started about the way I thought it might. So we'll just have to see how the character development and how the story goes, whether it'll be interesting or not. But we'll have to see. The production quality's high, so I mean, I think they could definitely do something like that with Harry Potter. We'll just have to see how, you know, what type of storyline they go with. You know, it definitely could be cool. Oh, I don't know. I think my favorite movie, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I think The Prisoner of Azkaban was probably one of my favorite movies. I thought that was really interesting the way they did that. You know, I liked the development of the storyline. I read the books, and I'll be honest with you, not a big fan of J.K. Rowling as a writer, but I do think her books were more layered than the movies, and the movies left out some really good plot points and things that I thought developed what was going on to a much greater degree. As far as the Fantastic Beasts movie, I really enjoyed the well, actually I enjoyed all 3 of them. I thought they were interesting. I thought everything was layered. You know, I liked the retro settings, you know, of the turn of the century. So I thought it was all pretty good. I enjoyed them. You haven't watched the 2 sequels? I'd watch them, Wolfman. I thought they were enjoyable. I enjoyed both the second and the third one. I thought they had good characters, you know. Definitely fun people to watch. I enjoyed them both. Scree! But yeah, they're pretty decent. But yeah, I enjoyed the books more as far as the movies go. But yeah, Prison of Azkaban, probably one of my favorites. I enjoyed The Goblet of Fire. I thought for a movie adaptation of it, I thought they did really good. The book I thought was more layered to it, but The Goblet of Fire also was really enjoyable. I thought that was good. Yeah, well, really, if you look at all the movies, they're all pretty dark, Nicole. Even the first one, where you have the Phantom of Voldemort drinking the unicorn blood in the forest, that's pretty darn dark. So, I personally think they were all really pretty dark. When you really look at them objectively, they're pretty dark, you know. It's just, you know, as they changed directors, you started to notice some of the tones changed. Because they went through a variety. They had different directors direct the different movies, you know, and I enjoyed them all. But I would step back and I would say they're all really pretty dark to an extent, you know. The first one got played off a little less just because they were so young, and you know they were all really kids when they started it all. But they're pretty dark, you know. Crumb? You know, I thought Crumb was okay, but I hadn't read the books by then. I had just seen the movies, so the movies worked for me without having ever read the books. But when I read the books, you know, I did feel like the books did develop everything much better. Well, technically, Voldemort that came back in the fourth movie was quite different than the Voldemort that was in the first one. The first one was more of a phantom. It was all very, 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 very dark, I would say. But I will say I think the books gave the story a lot more depth, and I thought it was more interesting. But having watched like the first 4, maybe 5 movies without reading the books, actually I think I watched the first 5 or 6 movies without reading the books. I personally feel that the movies did a good job, you know. I thought the Goblet of Fire was really good. The Order of the Phoenix was had its moments. The book for the Order of the Phoenix was mightily better, much better. But it's been years since I've seen the movies or the books, so it's been quite a while. It's me trying to think and remember everything I remember about them. Well, here's hoping I don't kill them both. I critical. Could be a bat. Could be a termicide. Excellent. Didn't kill him. Woo. Orthrus. Good puppy dog. Well, at least for my myth guy. Oh my goodness. Now I just gotta wait. Gotta wait. Nothing to do but to wait until I get the card. Oh boy. Well, there we go. But honestly, with Harry Potter, you know, I thought the way they ended it with the last movie, I thought was perfectly fine. I'm pretty good without any more Harry Potter specific movies. I think the way they laid the final thing to rest in the last movie was good. I thought the way the books ended was good. I thought the New Adventures in the earlier time was really good with the Fantastic Beasts. And I even liked the storyline in the video game, which was, I think, even older than that when you look at it. So I thought the lore that the video games brought in was pretty cool too. Honestly, I think they could make a movie out of the video games and make it seem and make it really interesting. I do like that as well. So I think there's lots of possibilities for them going back, and as long as they just come up with good stories, you know, let good writers come together and put something good, I think there's always going to be an audience for it, you know. Like the Harry Potter audience is a lot older than they used to be when the books first came out. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. But I need to get the other pips if I'm ever going to be able to cast this thing. So let's pass it. Oh, Keeper of the Flame. Gonna do this dance again. Yeah, as far as wizard movies, you know, let's see here. Yeah, I thought the Harry Potter stuff was good. It was entertaining. I think it stood pretty well on its own. I don't think any of the movies were particularly weak or problematic. I thought they all told a story. I thought when you go back and read the books all enhanced the storylines of the movies, and it was good. It was good storytelling. And they weren't trying to push any particular agendas besides don't listen to adults. I think that was the biggest agenda they pushed. And having kids at the time, that was not an agenda I necessarily wanted to encourage my kids to do. But other than that, I thought those were pretty good. I'll tell you what, my favorite wizard will always be Gandalf. The Lord of the Rings movies, absolutely fantastic. Some of the very best movie making ever done was Lord of the Rings trilogy. And even though a lot of people like to put a little bit of hate on the Hobbit trilogy, which really should have just been one good movie, I thought the Hobbit stuff was really good as well. And I still remember sitting in the theater in the Fellowship of the Ring and watching Gandalf, protect the Fellowship and send them away as he takes on the Balrog. Oh, just some of the best movie making ever. I remember as a kid reading The Hobbit and reading The Lord of the Rings and just like loving them every little bit. That got me in it. Well, Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe actually got me into reading those styles of books, but The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings kept me in it forever, for life. And for them to be able to bring such an epic series to the screens like they did, absolutely fantastic. And you can watch it and rewatch it. It still holds up. It doesn't seem old. It doesn't seem, unmade. It doesn't show its age like some movies do. I think that has to be my favorite movie with a wizard in it by far. Absolutely, by far. Boy, how many more termites do we have to extinguish here, guys? My goodness. 6 total. I think we just finished our 4th one, so we still got a little ways to go before we get this done. Then we can go ahead and talk to our tree and get the next set of quests. Ooh, and then we gotta check for that amulet. We might have to go grind an amulet. Yep. We might have to go grind a life mastery amulet. I think that might be... Let's turn this to green. That's going to help us speed up the process. We'll throw this over here. We'll cast that. Let's go! Ah, the cat needed some pets. She was saying, don't forget about me here. I'm sitting here. I'm keeping you warm. I expect you to cater to my pets' needs. I'm excited to get on with my spell weaving proficiency. Feels good to get rid of at least one of them. Well, now it's all about just sitting back and passing, because not a whole lot I can do until he gives me the card. Yep, so that's what I've learned about doing the spell weaving quests now, is that, to get some of the initial spells for spell weaving, you got to go through 3 series of quests. And the grinding isn't so bad. It's just that you got the icon quest, and that's the toughest one until you learn how to use the gambits effectively. Once you use the gambits, the fights go by a lot quicker, but they still take a while. It's sad that the professor that played Professor McGonagall passed away. Yeah, it is sad, Anna, but, unfortunately, people get old. And a lot of those actors were not super young when they started, like the original, like the original Headmaster, and Snape, the actor that played Snape, he passed away. Fantastic actor. It is unfortunate. I've watched a lot of those actors through a lot of really good movies. It's kind of like losing the voice of old Merle Ambrose here on the Spiral just a few weeks ago. Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, it does happen to everyone.
I have something for this.
There we go. I've been waiting for that. And look, I've been actually saving up life pips so I can cast it just a little bit quicker. Look at this. I am on the ball. Let's knock it out. Now, I will say I did really like The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. There were 3 of those movies. Prince Caspian, not so good. Not quite as good. But the Voyage of the Dawn Treader I thought was pretty good. You know, I grew up with those books, and I thought they did pretty decent on them. You know, they weren't perfect. They changed a few things which I didn't think were necessarily what needed to be changed to make the movies a little bit more entertaining. But for those movies, I thought they did a pretty good job on those as well. The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. All 3 pretty cool movies that I enjoyed. There we go. I guess we finally got number 6. Let's go talk to Viv. Yeah, we're going to go talk to Viv. Let's go. Woo! That new mark I set makes life a little bit easier. Hey, and there's our buddy Aaron Treebow.
Hun, you are doing good work. You really are.
Oh, she's encouraging. She's that Southern tree.
Indeed, and to show my gratitude for helping me, might I suggest a new fusion? Fusions are on-the-fly adaptations, wherein you combine a spell of yours with a spell of life to create a spell of both. This is similar to how I bested Hank Nick in that final shot. I used a centaur's arrow mixed with the texture of a sandworm and restored the dead to life.
Isn't that just super? Talk to me in a bit, wizard, and I'll scribble this into your spell book for you. But first, I think we found the cause of our little iconic whoopsie-daisy.
Whoopsie-daisy.
Indeed, wizard. We have determined why I remain trapped on the mortal plane. The scrolls of passing you recovered told us.
And then my ever-reliable grapevine fed us the particulars.
The particulars. Cool. Okay, so training. Can we train anything yet? Nope. Still can't train anything. Man, I need to train something. This is killing me. I got all these training points. I still can't train these. I gotta be magic weaving only, apprentice life weaver only, and this one is reaving rank 3, so I guess I haven't quite gone to apprentice life weaver yet. How sad. Okay, let's look at the next quest. Faust and about.
The grapevine is a sweetheart like that. Oh, and you wouldn't believe what I heard about something called a Stargater.
A Stargater? Oh boy. This could be interesting.
Alas, we haven't time for Stargaters. It seems I remain here because I have business unconcluded. A villain still at large. Fausti, the snowman.
Okay, these tree bow quests are fabulous. Fausti the snowman now, and Haint Nick? Heck yeah.
He was an agent of my former captor, Haint Nick. And Viv here tells me he is still alive. Still making his devil's bargains with monsters.
Oh, tell me about it. He's hiding out in Grizzleheim's Saverstad Pass. The trees whisper to me about him. Bit of a no-good-nick, that one.
Not a bit of a no-good-nick. The ultimate in no-good-nicks. We must disrupt whatever heinous operation he is building there. I cannot return to the ley lines until Fausti is dealt with. I will meet you out there, wizard.
Fantastic. Look, Samuel
There's a fella
Solizano's in
named
the
Bayo
chat.
Bear who can help you find this snowman.
We gotta go find Bayo Bear. Very good. Okay, so I guess that is what we're going to go do. And there's Samuel Solizano. It's been a while since you watched stream on the channel, but I keep up to date with your amazing content. Yes, you do. I see your comments in the videos all the time, Samuel. Thank you very much. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's zip over to here so we can go ahead and grab a door. But let's stop at over... You know, we need to talk to Jackie. Yeah, let's make sure we got all the spells that are out there. I think we probably did, but let's just make sure. Jackie. We're going to stop over at the Arcanum first. Buzz over there. Because there are a lot of spells added, and I really haven't gone looking for them all. And I really haven't talked to Jackie in like forever. Or did we? Did I already collect the spells from Jackie? I might have. Yeah, my memory's not as good as it used to be. But since we're here and I stopped, let's go talk. Yeah, we must have picked up all the spells from her. She has nothing more to give. We drained Jackie dry. But I bet you I know who we didn't drain dry. Let's go talk to our guy over here. And you know what? We might check with Velma, too. She might have some other shadow spells. Probably not, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, Qyburn, what do we got here?
Hello? What's happening to me? Where am I?
You are home, my child.
Mom? Is that you? Am I... me?
You're more you than you've ever been, my love. Your old life is over. Now it is time for you to realize your destiny.
I really have no idea what's going on here.
Cool?
I refuse to let this feud between Spider and me wreak pain and misery upon the Spiral any longer. This ends now.
Yes! Now we're cooking with fire, Mama. I'm sick and tired of seeing good people being hurt
Where
by
is this
Spider
coming
and
from?
his shadow brats.
Agreed. Spider and his wicked progeny must be eradicated.
Oh, well, don't you think that's kind of harsh? I mean, isn't Spider, like, integral to the Spiral's existence or something?
He's essential. The Spiral cannot exist without Spider's darkness and chaos. This unfortunate truth is why the Spiral can never know peace. But you need no longer concern yourself with such things, my darling. Soon there will just be you and I. The days of the Spiral are over.
Well,
But...
is this a bug?
You don't belong here.
Yeah, apparently I don't. What the heck was that? How did I get into that? I wonder if it's... What did I do? I did not do anything. I walked over here. Oh, is this what happened? Did I click on... Astral. There's some Astral shard. It's this thing over here. Yeah, let's stay away from that. Okay. Qyburn. My goodness, I was like, I had no idea what... Oh, pathogen? That's new. Or maybe not it's new, but it's interesting. So that reduces... That reduces health. Interesting. Infallible. Yeah, Starfall. Ooh. Okay. Attenuate. That gives you a 20% trap for 4 rounds. Okay. What other... Anything else new that interests me? What's Cosmic Charge? Required? Well, I don't care what's required of it. Quest Stars and Stripes. Okay. I guess that's like a spear, kind of like the other ones. That's interesting. So that's a Pierce. There's Virulence, Aegis, Indemnity, Adapt. Wonder why it doesn't bring up all the spells. Huh. Let's see here. Magnify, Stabilize. Yeah, none of those other things. Yeah, there's nothing that's really exciting me. These must be some of the new ones right here. The Starfall and the Attenuate. Those are pretty interesting. I could see those as possibilities. I usually don't use those, so we'll just skip those. Let's see if Velma has anything to deal with. Watch out for that Astral Shard there, though. Boy, whew. I wonder if Velma has any additional shadow spells. I don't think anybody advertised there were ones, but there were definitely some more from him, so might as well check. I haven't got anything from Velma for a while. Dark Surge, one I never did pick up. Yep, well, we'll train that. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but you never know, it might be useful. Give us some extra power pip action. Let's check our deck at the moment. Yeah, I don't need a whole bunch of Dark Surge filling that up. Okay, there we go. Well, I say it's time. It's time we go find the bear. Bear. Let's go find the bear. Very good, very good, very good. It's a good idea. Whoop, this is where we're going. in the world of Wiz to waste points and get every spell just for the sake of a complete collection? Or, I don't know. I mean, if I don't plan on using the spell, Samuel, I just don't get it. There's so many spells out there. I don't know. I mean, unless I find a reason that I need to have it in my deck, if I know I'm not going to use it, I don't mess with it. But that's just me. It's nice to be completionist, but there's so many spells you can't collect them all anyways. And so I'm just leaving my training points to collect up a whole bunch of the life spells, which I guess the Life Mastery Amulet. And then I can turn this guy into truly a balanced life type of support character. So that's what I'm doing with him. That's why I'm kind of like being particular about the spells I get. I don't see a point in getting something I know I probably won't use. So, yeah, you never know. I might go back and I might learn them, but at this point, I've built up my style the way I've enjoyed playing so far. Ooh, I didn't pick up any new spells from Life, did I? Nope. I need to get some of those new spells. Yeah, all I got was those 2 new spells from what's her face when we came back. That's okay though. Very good, very good. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing great. Thanks. Whoa! Sorry, did not want to get caught by the imps. Thanks for everybody for hanging out with me. I do enjoy the chat and the movie talk and everything. I enjoy a good fantasy movie, especially one that's really well made. I went through many years of the really terrible 80s and 90s Sword and Sandal movies, because let's be honest, most of them were terrible until Lord of the Rings came out and showed us that a really good quality fantasy movie could be made. And it's been great ever since then. Lots of good things to watch. Not everything great, but lots of good things. Okay, there's Bear.
Oh, young traveler, you walk a dangerous road here. The vicious Grendels prance about, raiding halls and stealing our lives and treasure.
Well, I mean, it is all about strategy, Samuel, and there's a possibility of using almost any spell. It's just that some spells are just not part of me and part of the way I do my strategy. Also, I don't fill my deck up all the way. Now, that might change with the new way the spells are working with, like, the gambits and how those work and everything. We'll have to see long-term how the meta goes, but I'm pretty excited about it.
You seek a snowman? I know not where to find it, but I suspect the Grendels do. There was a smell to them, a new scent, cold water and hatred.
That's him, I've no doubt. That is Fausti the Snowman. Where are these Grendels? We must pry his location from their lips.
They are not far, but are you Aaron Trebo, who freed the elves and shot an apple off the head of a knave from a world away?
2 worlds, but yes, that's me. Icon of life magic, at your service.
How did you do it? I once tried to huck a sword at a mango. It went poorly.
I can give you some pointers. Wizard, interrogate those Grendels.
And Grendel Darters? Okay, this won't take long at all. I gotta collect some information, apparently. While Trebo talks to Bear. Well, there we go. Very nice. Boy, yeah, I can tell. The long day is starting to creep into my bones. You love how they exist completely of dueling and spells and magic works in Wiz and Pirate? Oh, yeah, I certainly like it.
Hey, you will never find the snowman. He has built a new toy factory in a cave, and soon he will part the veil between life and... Wait, what'd I just say?
Yep, there you go. Thank you for your information.
And that is why mangoes require acid-tipped weapons to pierce.
Okay.
Oh, wizard, have you found Fausti? A cave, of course. It's always a cave. Shall we go?
He is right. It is always a cave. The new Descendants movie on Disney? No. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoy that. Yeah. I think the only thing I watch on Disney anymore is Star Wars, and I'm kind of hoping the new Skeleton Crew miniseries is better than the Last Jedi thing. So Yeah, me and the Disney Channel, we have a love-hate relationship. They have a couple of my favorite franchises, and I can't almost deal with Disney all that much.
Yes, my servants. Build the toys for death. We will split the veil and free the spirit of Haint Nick. Build faster.
Oh, are your conscripts moving at too glacial a pace, Fausty?
You.
Me. And also, the wizard. We will finish what I started all those years ago.
Here we go.
will end your master's reign right here and now.
Okay, there we go. My Discord, if you check out my channel here on YouTube, there is a link to my Discord if you want to get into it, Richard, Anna. You're more than welcome to join. For sure. Okay, let's get rid of all these Grendels, and then we'll start whittling away the snowman. Oh, I'm actually in a fight with Treebow. Oh, I gotta let him have the final blow. Okay. Yeah, I did this with the other icons, the storm icon, when I was doing my fire guy. Yeah, when you fight with the icon, you gotta let them have the last hit, otherwise they get all grumpy. Okay. Yeah, you can find some weird glitches in Wiz from time to time. It is true. And sometimes they fix them, sometimes they last for a long time. I don't think they're super bad. I usually don't have a whole lot of issues in Wiz. Every once in a while, my character can get stuck somewhere, or a dungeon will glitch out, but it's really, really more rare than it happens really regularly. Wow, he's going after you, Treebo. Yeah. Well. Okay. Oh, I gotta be careful. I could, like, wipe him out. Okay. Here, let's boost Treebo. Yeah, there we go. Why is he giving me the pip? He wants the last hit. Treebo. Why? Treebo, you're wasting your pips. Hit him. I swear, companions never do what you want them to do. Never do. Seriously, Treebo, if you would have just shot him, we'd be finished here. Instead, you used most of your pips on a healing spell. God, you're killing me. You can only manage what's in store for us? Yeah, Samuel, who knows? I have no idea where they're going to take the storyline next. You know? But honestly, even if they didn't, like, give us a new world and they just would update the worlds like they did with Croc, I would take that over a new world. I would definitely take, like, an update to, like, if they were to do an update on, say, Marleybone or Mushu or Dragonspire, if they were to update take the next year or two for updates and update those worlds like they did with Crocotopia, I'd be perfectly pleased with that until they and then wait for them to do a really, really cool new world, you know. But they do this, like, between arcs, there's usually a year where they don't do a big update, a big world update, and they just kind of do some small quality of life updates. And I think that's what they're doing here, is trying to mix up the dynamics of the game with the new spell weaving and everything. And I thought it was a good choice. And although there's some people that are out there complaining online about some of it, I think the changes have been really positive overall. And I think they make you think and play Wiz a little bit different. You know, makes the game have a little more depth to it. Oh, I agree. They should do the Arc 5, but we'll have to see exactly what it is and when. And I'm good if they take their time. I'm not in a rush for them to do another big update right away. You know, I'd rather them come up with something really, really good, with new assets, with brand new looks, with an interesting storyline, than to just get something out. I'd rather wait, honestly, but that's just me. Can I kill him, or do I have to let him have the last hit? We'll pass. Okay. Come on, Treebo. Because if I power and over this guy, I'll wipe him out. Ooh, I wonder if there's a gambit if he's getting healed. Maybe that's why he's healing himself. Yeah. Okay, Treebo, finish him off. Finish him off. You can't believe the voice actors for both Ambrose and Mother Raven are deceased. It truly made you sad. But your life everyone loves goes away, and their memories of love and anything different. Yeah, it's okay, Samuel. It's okay. Things change, but we got a lot of good enjoyment. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The game has been around for about 15 years, 16 years now, and shoot, that's been a good long time. If they do an Arc 5, what do I think would it be about? I don't know. They've really kind of done the whole existential thing. They kind of did the whole Wizard is a renegade type of thing with this last arc. So, I mean, we could see a little bit more of that, or we just could see, I don't know, they could like change it to us being more of a, I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess it really comes down to what's the big bad.
I'm melting. Oh, what a... Actually, I'm not. Of course I'm not.
Nay, thou art but an animal, a beast of the wild, who makes play at civility. No immortal birth thee. No Titan wouldst acknowledge thee.
That was weird. I didn't say those words. I meant to say...
'Tis said that so great was their trauma, the thought of snow haunted them to their graves. Let us discover if this was true.
Nay, villainous Grendel friend. You shall while away now in the prison of the Bear Clan to maul your wasted life.
So that is it. That is why I lingered here. My unfinished business is now resolved. I shall return to the place where magic is born and live out eternity with a greater sense of peace than any mortal can know. You should return to Viv. Your studies in weaving magic may yet make you an icon wizard. When that happens, we will meet again.
Ooh, I wonder if it will have something to do with us becoming an icon at some point. Okay, well, let's head back to Selenopolis, talk to Viv, and see what the next step is. I wonder if we'll finally get that apprentice stage so we can learn our first weave spell.
Aaron has found his peace. Good for him. But those words the snowman kept repeating, those were worrying. I was talking to Crystal over there, and some of the wizards she was working with experienced something like that. Kooky, right? It's like our ley lines are getting crossed, or, I don't know, corrupted. I'll keep chatting to folks about it. You come on back when you're ready to continue your studies.
Okay, well, let's check. Can we train yet? Yes, we can, Foliage Farago. Very good. So we can train this now. Fantastic. It's in my spell book. Yes, but I can't get this one, the blade one, until rank 3. And actually, it's an aura, I believe. I believe it's an aura spell. So that's kind of cool. Now, let's see here. So is that going to sit in life? No. Is that going to sit in balance? Let's see. Where does that spell show up in our deck? Oh, do I have to weave it? Oh, okay. Now I guess I gotta go spend some training points, guys. I see. So, To be able to weave that spell. I get it. I get it. Oh, well, I wasn't meaning to go home. But let's go ahead and go to this. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to the Arcanum. And we're going to go grab some spells. So let's go talk to our favorite little koala bear. And let's train up the Seraph, because Seraph is what we need to know. So we'll train on Imp. Bam. 1 Imp. Good. We'll train on Leprechaun. Bam. 1 Leprechaun trained. Good. Legend Shield. Gotta train the Legend Shield. For sure. Gotta train the Sprite. See, this is what I saved all my points for. Gotta train the Spirit Armor, because I can't not train the Spirit Armor. There we go. Seraph is what we need. Fantastic. So now in our deck, after we get rid of all the junk, we'll leave 1 Seraph in there. So now what we can do is we can get Foliage. Oh, look at that. So you go over here, click it, and it puts enough in there for it to show up. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. And that's 615 or 850 if there is a damage over time. Which means it would make sense if I would also go ahead and put in a different spell. So it makes sense for me to have my only damage over time one, which is... Where are you at? Where are you at? There we go. We'll have an Iron Curse in there as well. So there we go. So there we go. Seraph is in there ready to go. But I also have my Iron Curse, which gives me a DOT, which means I'll be able to trigger the I'll be able to trigger this one now with that, and a healing over time too. So I guess having it's interesting. This is interesting. Having a Sprite as well to trigger that. Okay. Well, with that, guys, I got to call it. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope you have a good evening. I might be on again this weekend. I'll definitely be back Monday night. Thanks for hanging with me. This is Kimise. Catch you later. Bye-bye.